famous DJ from the low end. Did you travel throughout Chicago and DJ, or is most of your everything low end?
I've been all of the hot spots in Chicago. Yeah, so well, the great thing about DJing, as long as you not affiliated with a lot of riffraff, you could go anywhere. And we were fortunate enough to be the DJs that could go. And I DJed out west, up north, the east side. It didn't matter. If you was paying, I was coming. So it didn't matter. So I was fortunate to be able to DJ anywhere in the city. There was nowhere that I didn't go and DJ in Chicago. So that's why I'm so well known, because I didn't mind traveling. If you want me to come out west, I'm going to come out west. You want me to come out east, I'm going to come out east. Same thing with the south side and the north side. If it's a decent place, and I did a lot of hole in the walls back then, places other people wouldn't go. You know what I'm saying? So that's it grew on my name. Like up north, when I remember doing parties up north in an old funeral home.
Wow, crazy.
It was crazy back then. Yeah. But I mean, we had good times. It was good times back then. It wasn't as crazy as it is right now. So.
Right. Yeah. So speaking on that, so was the crowds back in the days more cool, calm, and collective than the crowds of today?
Wait. It was more structured back then. That's what I say. I say structured, like guys was more organized back then, where it wasn't no riffraff. There were rules, you know what I'm saying, things that you could and could not do in the parties, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, the stuff that's going on now, fighting women and, shooting wives, kids outside, things like, it wasn't like that back then. Now it's just the Wild West, you know what I'm saying? Like, anything goes, broad daylight, midday, it don't matter, so. The difference was it was a lot more respect back then. That's what it was. It was a lot of more respect for what was going on. Because one thing that people knew with our parties is if you kicked a fight off, we probably would punish them by like not throwing a party for 2-3 weeks. Like, okay, y'all want to fight? Let me know when y'all calm down, y'all get yourself together, then we'll throw another party. Because people would ask, man, you doing something this weekend? Nah, y'all told to play something last weekend, so I'm gonna chill. You know what I'm saying? So people would say to people who finna start a fight, like, man, look, you gonna fuck it up, man. You fight, they ain't not gonna do nothing next week, man. Like, don't fuck it up. So people were more reluctant to not fuck the parties up because, and then, one of the main structures back then was a lot of men was more into women back then. It wasn't no us bouncing around with our partners and all that. We came to the party to come up. You know what I'm saying? We was coming to the party, find something slick, see who was dipping off with who at the end of the night. But now it just be guys in one corner, the girls in one corner. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, this is a party. We supposed to be dancing and grinding up on something. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't standing over here with no 7, 8 guys. No, I'm going to get over there. Shorty them over there. I want to be in the crowd with the women. I want to see which one of them I can dip off with before the night over with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like night and day now. You know what I'm saying? The parties back then to now is night and day. It's a big difference.
That's real. So have you ever had any situations where, some brothers ever tried to take the equipment or, or anything like that? You ain't never had, because I mean, you in the streets, and I'm just saying you in the hole in the wall spots, and niggas be grimy. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the two things that was great about me. Growing up, my hands, I got good hands. And then if it wouldn't go to the hands, I didn't mind. And back then, in those days, I didn't mind. If I had to defend myself with a firearm, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? So I earned my respect back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I earned I'm not tolerating you taking nothing from me. I'm not tolerating you harm me. And I'm a man. And as a man, no other man or no female do nothing to me that's going to harm me. You know what I'm saying? I got kids to live for. So at the end of the day, you stay out my way, respect me. I stay out your way, respect you, and that be that. But taking something from me, I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay. Understood.
Especially my
that definitely.
You're not going to take the stuff that I use to feed my family. I got to fight for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got it. If you get it, you definitely ain't gonna get it that easy. You gonna definitely, it's gonna be some bruises and some cuts, some wounds. You know, you leave with this equipment. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've seen guys go through it though. I know guys who have had situations where, you know, people done took their cameras and people done took their equipment and things of that nature, but you know, they put themselves in them jams and them situations. You know, you gotta watch who you affiliate with. You gotta watch what you say to people. You gotta watch what you say on camera, things of that nature. You know, watch, you know, it's just a respect level. You know what I'm saying? I respect you, you respect me, and if you cross that line, then we'll deal with it when you cross the line. You know what I'm saying? So that, you know, I tell people all the time, I'm not the baddest man in the world, but I'm a man at the end of the day. And then, as long as you stay within the spot where you don't disrespect my manhood, then we good.
That's real. You know, I didn't have some fans want to ask you the question: how do you feel about people in the industry and DJs, especially biting your style?
It's a compliment.
And I give them the props.
It's a compliment for me because I was brought up where it's enough money for everybody. Like, as you can see through the pandemic, they gave out, so you know, they print money is printed. You know what I'm saying? So you're in a situation where if you run out of money, they are never gonna stop printing money. So for me, I just look at it like it's enough money out here for everybody. You just find your lane. And if you got to bite a little bit of my style in order to find your lane, I'm okay with that because it's a lot of people who play the music I play and make the music I make, and it's never stopped me from $1. You know what I'm saying? So you're not in my way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm established as an artist and as a DJ. You have to know who you are. You got to know who you are and what you're capable of doing, and you wouldn't have to worry about no another man. If you know who you are, you know what you're capable of doing. Even if you did the same thing I done, you ain't gonna do it like me. I'm different. We different. I'm gonna do it one way. You're gonna do it another way, but we both doing the same thing. Because you got to look at sports. The average people who get mad about stuff like people biting their style, things like that, really probably never played sports. Because you got Kobe who wanted to be Mike. You got Mike who wanted to be Dr. J. You feel what I'm saying? He took a little bit of Dr. J's style, mixed it with his. Same thing with Kobe. He took a little Mike, mixed it with what he had going on. So it's like it's enough basketball and enough money and enough DJing for everybody. It's a lot of DJs in the world. And when I say a lot of them, I'm talking about when they drop these little controllers, everybody's a DJ. Now they're in their bedrooms, they turn it up, they got their speakers, especially these guys who got parents that are well off, you know what I'm saying, who got finances to get them this type of stuff, to keep them from being in the street. If I got to buy you a controller and some speakers and some records and stuff like that to keep from being in the streets, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of younger cats coming up as DJs, which is good because for me, I look at it as a great thing because it keeps the craft alive. You know what I'm saying? People not doing it, then your craft is dying. But you cannot talk about DJing and then speak about the ghetto house or house music and not mention us because we're part of the history. So I always look at it as a blessing. Like as long as if these kids are still doing house music, footworking and all that, I'm part of history. So you gotta go back to the history to find out what's going on now. So you can never forget about it. So I don't ever worry about I never worry about other DJs, them biting me, nothing like that. That's people that got a lot of hatred in their heart now. I tell them, man, I gotta pray for you, man. You got a lot of hatred in your heart. Like, let these little brothers eat. Let these little DJs eat. Let these brothers eat. Everybody want to eat. As long as you're not snatching chicken off my plate, we good. You feel what I'm saying? You got your plate. I got 6 wings. You got 4. It's cool. I just got a couple more wings than you got. It's all good. At the end of the day, we both got chicken, though. You know what I'm saying? We both.
That's right.
So, that's why I tell my DJs, my block club DJs, like, man, every man needs to look at his own plate. And if you got some extras, and you got a DJ that ain't doing so well, get a man a couple of wings. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing wrong with you. You got a 6-wing dinner, and that man over there starving. You wrong if you don't get that man 2 wings. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's just it's a mutual thing. You know what I'm saying? Like being selfish. That's when people rob you. Selfish, and you got 6 wings, and I'm thirsty, and I'm looking on your plate, and you ain't gave me. Because if you give somebody who thinking about robbing you 2 of your 4 wings, I think he gonna change his mind. Like, no, you man, dude. And he gonna tell his other robbing buddies, no. When I was hungry and I needed, dude fed me. He's good people. Ain't no robbing him. You rob him, you gonna have a problem with me. So feed your people.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta feed your people. And that's wisdom for all you DJs out there. That's some wisdom.
Feed your people.
That's real right there.